Hello, my name is Angel and I am death obsessed. Today we are at Blasphemeet. Blasphemeet is a 2-day market ritual event that takes place twice a year in downtown Los Angeles. Dedicated to occult oddities and dark artistry, the event is run by Cody and Coma from Coma Witch Shop, with support from veteran vendors, Very Needful Things, United Society of Sin, and Voga DeVille, who hosts Blasphedrag, a drag showcase featuring performances from several spooky queens. Heavily inspired by this dark market, I formed Death Obsessed LLC earlier this year, a small business dedicated to curating and creating extreme horror media, underground metal music and merchandise, and occult goods with a particular focus on Santa Muerte devotion. This Blasphemeet marks my first attempt at in-person vending, and without further ado, let me take you through the event and recap my experience. Alright, we are on day 2 of Blasphemeet. It was exhausting, but it was a really good experience. Really happy with the turnout. A lot of people came by. Lots of great booths, really cool artists, some really awesome performances. So I'm really excited to see what we have in store for day 2. super exhausted, but I think we had a really good time.
I had fun working and making you work while I hung out with my friends. I like the community aspect of the whole event. I thought it was really cool. I like when we did like the shots, the communion.
Oh yeah, the communion with Steven from Very Needful Things. He was super nice. He came up to my booth the first day and he made me feel really welcome. Yeah, second day he gave a very, very sweet speech about community, and then we all took shots. That was really fun. Henny made a face.
It was like hand sanitizer.
It was like hand
I like
sanitizer.
cannot drink though. I need to train myself.
Yes, we'll practice.
The drag queens were sickening.
Yeah, the Blasphemeet drag showcase was really cool.
The drag performers, yes.
I'm really jealous because Henny got to take a picture with the Sasquatch, who was my favorite of the performers.
So camp, huh?
But yeah, she was good. All of the performers killed it, I think. I got to catch like the last few sets on the second day when you finally let me leave the booth.
I know, my friend, he came and he was like, oh my god, I need to go to the restroom. Is there restrooms here while we're watching the performers? And he's like, and I was like, yeah, let's go right now. He's like, no, let's wait for all the performers to finish. He was so into it.
Big shout out to Jaime. He was super nice of him to come.
Yes.
And hang out. He even helped us pick stuff up at the end of the day, so that was really cool of him.
Yes. Shout out, sister. Oh, and your sister came too. So
my sister came too. Thank you, Rosie, for coming out with Evelyn. That was really sweet. I hope you guys had a good time and weren't too scared or freaked out by the booths.
Yeah, I was like really into the food this time though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aguas con
Compita. Yeah, the Aguas Compita.
Dude, their waters were so good.
They were really bomb.
Oh, you guys should try the mazapan one. My friend tried it and he's like, oh my god, it's amazing.
When I finally was able to escape my booth for a little while, I ended up buying you a little something.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Thank you, I like it.
Yes. From Tatianista, she had a bunch of very cool jewelry, lockets, and these cool stickers. It was very nice to talk to. And then I ended up trading some CDs with another vendor. I gave him some CDs from my booth and he hooked it up with this really cool Wendy O shirt. Morbid Empire merchandise. He had some really cool shirts.
And thongs.
And thongs. He had some really cool thongs. This was a really cool design. I really like plasmatics and Wendy O, so I was really hyped to see that. And then this test print of Typo Negative. But yeah, he really hooked it up. He kept stopping by our booth and chatting. He was very nice, very cool to talk to. Really funny guy. And then I got this little coffin from Omega Miniatures. He makes some really, really cool art. I really like his stuff. This is not like the first time that I bought from him. Pretty much every time I see his booth, I pick something up. I got like a little baby floating in a jar from him last Blasphemeet, and I really like this coffin design. He does really good quality work, so definitely check him out. I stopped by, I think they're called Samhel Films booth. They sell like really extreme horror movies. I don't know if it's hardcore horror with pornography or hardcore pornography with elements of horror, but either way there's probably like a bunch of blood and tits and stuff in those movies. So if that sounds up your alley, go check out Samhel Films. But they were also selling these copies of Necromancy Scribes book called Organized Destruction, Volume 1. Andrew S. Birch. Like a short collection of splatterpunk extreme horror stories. So I'm really happy to check this out. I love splatterpunk. Hoping that it's really gory and perverse and nasty. This is a test copy, so it's limited to 10. And then he had some official releases right next to it. But I wanted to pick up a test copy because I'm a big fan of like really obscure, gross horror. So I'm really excited to dig into this later. Sweet Leaf, cannabis supplier, was going around to the different booths, and they had like a little charcuterie board of weed. It was very cool. We ended up picking out this little rose petal joint that looks like a Takis. But it's very cool. It smells pretty strong, to be honest. It smells like it's gonna knock us out. I think she said it was like a hybrid.
Yes.
It was a hybrid. So this will be fun to smoke later. Very Needful Things. He has a great collection, a great selection of books ranging from like horror to hardcore gay pornography, which is always fun to look through. I ended up getting Love in Vain, 20 Original Tales of Vampire Erotica by Poppy Z. Bright. She's one of my favorite horror authors. Exquisite Corpse is probably one of the best extreme horror books I've ever read, so I'm really excited to dig into this one, see what it's about. And then last but not least, I stopped by Coma Witch at the very end, picked up some very spooky stuff. So let's go through this little bag. So I got these 3 like spell papers from Coma Witch. 2 of them are banishing papers. 1 is meant for prophetic dreams. Basically, the way I use them is I write stuff down on them and then I burn the papers and kind of like cleanse the room or use them during a ritual. She makes some very cool candles. I got this black purple candle which is used for hexing. I picked up this little mystery bag of goodies from her. It's got a couple of different things in here. A Third Eye essential oil blend, Yule dressed spell chime candle, mini cedar smoke cleansing bundle. These are very cool. She makes some very nice bundles. And green aventurine. So this is a really cool little gem. I've never seen this. Are you familiar with aventurine?
A little.
Do you know what it's for?
I can't talk about that.
Oh, you can't talk about that? You're gatekeeping rocks from me?
Google
Wow.
it.
Wow.
No, I'm not too sure. I do have the book.
Okay. It reminds me of kryptonite. It's very cool.
I kind of want to eat it.
It looks like candy, huh? Like a rock candy. You're not allowed to touch it. And then this is actually, you might like this, but
The pissy candle.
no.
Oh, okay.
That would have been a good one though. No, I went up to Cody and I said thank you for having me at the event, and he threw in this.
Oh, I have one of those from them.
This black penis-shaped candle, which is honestly average size. But yeah, big thank you to Cody for throwing in this little penis candle. It was very nice of him to to think of me.
The only thing I did buy other than food was the tattoo, and
Yes. Go ahead and show us your tattoo. You got your tattoo from, was it Freaky? Freaky Tattoos?
No, it's just Freak.
Freak tattoos. Oh, okay.
Yes, it was cold in there, and
This girl really surprised me. We were literally talking about how she's like, oh, I don't know why you think I'm as weird as you, and then like 20 minutes later she goes and gets a flash tattoo. Was it painful?
kinda. I was mostly freezing my ass off because it was pretty cold. Then once I put on a jacket, it wasn't as bad, but it still hurt pretty bad. The shading hurt. I thought he was done. I was like, yes. But yeah, I love it. I love how it came out.
It's like a sword.
And a little bat with some flames.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Very cool design. I really liked The Night October Ends too. Their booth is like really beautiful. They go like all out with the decor, and they had these awesome like old school vintage witches that I absolutely fell in love with. I totally will get one next time I see one. They were a little out of my budget this time because I didn't want to go overboard on spending, but I really love those, so I'm hoping to get one of those soon. Yeah, I had a lot of fun at Blasphemeet. I hope I will definitely apply for the next one and vend there again in the future. It was a really welcoming community, really great time hanging out. I was really happy with my turnout. I put a lot of work into my booth. I was super nervous. Henny could probably attest to this. I was super nervous and like stressing out for months beforehand, especially
And the
like,
day of.
and the day of, the morning of. But once like stuff started to fall into place, I was so happy. I want to thank all the people who didn't go but have been supporting me and cheering me on. Your guys' kindness means a lot. Hopefully, I'll continue to grow my business, and maybe you'll be able to catch me at the next one. A final thank you to Cody and Coma Witch for putting on the event. All of the sponsors and people who helped them set it up, like Very Needful Things, Voga Deville, United Society of Sin. A big thank you to Henny for helping me out and being there for me.
I had fun helping you out, and yeah.
Catch us at the next one.